Hello everyone, and welcome back to Anachronox. This should be part 29 if I'm counting correctly. And we are here at the Moonburger because we've basically spent the last 5 hours idling here. 4 or 5 hours. It took us about a half hour to get all 10 baby hyrax from the side quest before. I'll show you where I got them earlier. Hello, Dopefish. I'm glad that showed up because that's a relatively rare animation. Where was I? Right, back on Olympus. We had pushed back the assault, and we were doing side quests, getting ready to kind of go back. We implied that there was somebody in Anachronox who could help us progress our mission to save the universe. But we do have some things we wanted to clear up. First, one of those was getting those 10 baby hyrax. They don't respawn along their paths, so you only get one from each path, and I'll show you where those are when we go back, so you can get them on your own playthroughs. But it took me 20 minutes to pick them all up, and that would not have made for very entertaining gameplay. The remainder of that time was basically spent having Pal wing his way around the Moonburger joint here, because in theory, when we pull him out now, he should have grabbed a lot of things, including his excellent weapon. So let's pull him out now. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Look what I found when I was inside. A Pagni Crystal, Vestrina Cube, Bolongo, Bile of Vela, Heel Grease Plus, Corticam Diamond Discs, Bergulian Bogo Gems, Heel Grease Complete, Time Minder Tier, and a Corticam Saint Slayer, which I believe is his weapon. It is. Alright. So we finally have his weapon after basically letting the game run there for a while. I suppose if you're doing this on your own, you may just leave it overnight. He can get you some bracers out of there as well, which make you invulnerable, though that, that's kind of cheesy, and I think you have to be there for another 4 hours, so you'd probably want to let it sit overnight. But you can see, we were at 16 hours, now we're at 21. So there was another reason we do want or we brought Roach here to Hephaestus, and that was because she's going to get her excellent weapon here as well. But that, unfortunately, does not involve standing around for 4 hours. It kind of reminds me a little bit of trying to get the ultimate weapons in Final Fantasy X, for those of you who have played that had some rather ridiculous requirements for obtaining. Made you pretty powerful, but in general, they were still pretty ridiculous. Let's see, oh, I am at the wrong end of the entertaining area. I thought I was looking for where the Hephaestus tram stops. Apparently I'm running by it without seeing it. No, that's not it. That's the monk who pulls stuff out of the trash. It's down there. Aha! Hello, bro. Oh dear, Brother Tavella will be here any moment to get my report on the effects of wind on the structures of Hephaestus, but I'm so engrossed in the final testing of this prototype device that I don't have time to find my fellows and gather their reports. Calm down, I'll round up the info for you in no time. Really? It's not much, I just need a few facts to finish my report. To know what to tell Brother Travella, I need you to talk to the other engineer brothers in the district and get the following. Information on wind shear near the metal support tower, wind velocity near the rock coaster, eddy strength behind Les Samael, and channel blow-through near the echo bar. So I'm going to pull up my little notepad just in case I actually need to record this information. We're going to start all the way at the other end and work our way back. Which in theory should give us a little bit less. So this is the G chunk, I think. Yeah, here's the rocket coaster. Brother Ray wishes to know the wind velocity here? Certainly. Wind speed is approximately 15 knots. Alright. Now we head off to the support tower, which is essentially kind of the bundy thing. Let's check the flower here real quick. Yay. His life petals are good. He's going to be up there, isn't he? We have to go all the way through this little turn-style dinghy, which is annoying. Brother Ray wishes to know the wind shear? Certainly. Beam stress due to wind shear here is apparently 10 foot-pounds. Something like that. Which is up this way and around. And probably that guy standing up there. Brother Ray may be a factor. Given current stress measurements, I'd recommend bafflers be installed. Install bafflers? The racer was concerned about wind eddies here, but the effort is nominal. He need not worry. Effect is nominal. Alright. There we go. Tell him about all our findings. Festus, also known as Smooth Jazzed. Wonderful, so all we have to worry about is the bafflers then. I totally agree. Thank you. Here's a little gift for your help on the matter. You gave me just enough time to finish my pet project. Atomic debinder. Which is going to be your excellent weapon. We still need boots, stilettos. That's just it. Boots and stilettos need their weapon. We will poke some of the Mistech shops here as they've upgraded their stock a little bit. Bye. This next myth shop carries the Bane slot, which we already have, so we won't be getting that. The last one has Sai Summon, which I think we do have, but Sai Summon, we do. Alright. Going to grab the pedal here. Light flower pedal, good sample too. Alright. Now we're going to pick up Stiletto and Democritus and head quickly back to Limbus, of course. The reason being is we need Stiletto to get her master ability. And we need to turn in those 10 baby Hyrax that we picked up. Straight across. Incredible invisible shuttle. That was easy to click on than it has been before. Alright. Right. Grab Stiletto and Democritus. Didn't need that notepad information anyway. Alrighty. Oh, and while we're here, we've got our wild moss that we got from Limbus to turn in. So it'll be another trip down the road tubes. I'm tempted to take these two just because I think they're both a little underleveled. And since they just got their new weapons, it would be pretty interesting to see what they've got. So I'm actually going to give him the Vigil. Which, actually no, I take that back. I looked at that earlier, and the Vigil shield cell is great if you want to cast magic. And the reason for that is it is all magic. You cannot use it as a shield at all. So I'm not sure how useful that will be, considering I kind of prefer the shields over the Mistech. And let me actually make sure that he doesn't have anything to click. So let's give him a are going to actually want people equipped with some stuff. Closer to me. If not, I'll make a save anyway ahead of it. All right, yellow. Do we need yellow anymore? How are we doing on yellow? Nope, we're full up on yellow. But we do want cyan and green. Cyan and green are the only ones we need. Pet the time minder. Hello, same dudes standing here and getting the crap beat out of him every time we show up. That's a nice one. That is also a nice weapon. I guess what you get for being the ultimate weapon. This one is actually important for us to do. While the other items, are pretty good. This one gives us, I'm talking about the moss, sorry. The moss that we get from the bug, in this case, gives us an item we need to get boots out of the ultimate weapon. So, in this case, it's pretty important to grab it. Dodges, or misses, or something. Come on, you guys. There we go. That's how you do it. Fortunately, we can one-shot them. Beetle one on Anachronox. Just blanking on a cyan beetle. Pet the time minder for luck. Should be kind of cool if using save points would give you a small luck boost or something in terms of randomized loot finding. Granted, this game doesn't have much randomized loot finding. It's pretty much the only randomized loot is what drops off the actual guys. But it would be an interesting mechanic, I think. As long as it wasn't exploitable, like go pet the time minder 5 times and get 5 times the luck. That wouldn't work. Although to some extent it's not like you need extra incentives to go save. Being able to restore from a save is probably incentive enough. These guys are going down easy once we hit. pluses to give Pal a top off. As to why heel greases work on robots, I have no idea. It'd be kind of nice to be able to kind of, slather grease all over your computer to get it fixed. If slightly disgusting. Status effect nuts. They're not under your control anymore, which means she's probably going to whack one of our guys pretty soon. Unless we take this guy out first, which is not going to happen. Oh, she picked him. That's a good thing. Nuts is probably one of the worst status effects you can get in this game. The rest of them are terribly bad. I mean, the dot ones can be bad depending on how painful they are. But the nuts will kill you, just because your characters are usually hitting harder than the mobs are. Did Pal get smacked around again? Yeah, he did. Shove some more grease on you. Pet the time miner. Off to talk to the Mugmugs. This run is always a little annoying, just because of how long it is. It's not really even dangerous, you just have this one set of pipe mimics up your head. Which is one thing that's a little annoying about this game. I do wish some of the running around had been cut out. As I mentioned in one of the earlier episodes, Anachronox itself didn't have the taxis until the patch put it in. Which meant that a lot of that early stuff that we were doing around there would take longer. Of course, going back there for side quests and such would take longer because you couldn't taxi around. So, I mean, I can understand, higher chance of missing content if you can instantly go from point A to point B. But I mean, in this game, the content that you'd miss would be side quests and and upgrades and such. If somebody's really going for kind of 100% completion, which we're kind of trying for and going to, I think, either get or get pretty close to. Not that there's a counter that tells you that. But, while these fights have been reasonably easy for us, they wouldn't be that much harder, I don't think, if we weren't grabbing everything. This game, you can grind a little bit. It's harder because the mobs have to respawn. But for the most part, you don't actually have to run around and grind. We've done some grinding with, bug mounds and life pedals and, sitting in Moonburger for 4 hours. But none of that is absolutely necessary. Mugmug sees moss. Mugmug want moss. No moss. Mugmug want moss. The Verdran War Medallion. Unfortunately, buddy, you're not going to have any more moss, as that's the last piece of moss in the game. In the entire universe. We've now exterminated moss, or at least he's now going to cultivate it down here in the belly of Slender Station. But the War Medallion is what we'll need to take back to Anachronox to get Food's ultimate weapon. So we're going to head all the way back up, and we're going to grab Stiletto and Democritus, and head off to Limbus. And then from Limbus, we will be going to Anachronox. Actually making pretty good progress. I estimate there's probably 3 episodes left, maybe only 2, depending on how fast we get through this last batch of side quests here, and then how fast we are able to get through the final battle area. Considered, this is a really nice looking game. Considering all things considered, yeah, good English. But you know, when you realize that this came out in 2001, and that it's running on a modified version of the Quake 2 engine, which is very well known for brown, this game looks remarkably good. Especially, you know, because they've got those the extra facial bones and facial animation that the Quake engine did not have to give the kind of expressiveness to the characters. Of course, if you compare it with modern technology, it doesn't look. It looks cheesy and blocky and outdated, but the art style actually is held up pretty well. At least in my personal opinion. I still think it looks like a pretty nice game. They don't have a lot of stretched and blocky textures. Obviously there's texture repetition all over the place, but the resolution per area is pretty good. And it is got this stylized look to it that has held up. Alrighty. Hello, Democritus. They're telling you, hey, we should upgrade our weaponry. Let's see. I don't think Democritus can have better weaponry. Yeah, he's got his best weapon, so the game must just tell you to, hey, make sure you have good weaponry before you go. Alright, we need Stiletto. Settle up, baby. I need help finding someone in the bricks. Let's cook. But I gotta tell you, I should get a better weapon if I'm gonna cut up Data. Yeah. So the only people who do not have their excellent weapon at this point in time are Boots and Stiletto, which is part of the reason we're going to go back to Anachronox, because they've got it there. Once we hit Limbus, of course. Because Stiletto has to learn how to throw coins better from an old tribe of people. Then again, I guess they use their slings and such. I'm pretty good with them, so I figured you're gonna learn how to throw things well, that they'd probably be a good people to ask. Alright. Off to Limbus. Time miner real quick before heading back into town. Fortunately, the enemies here on Limbus haven't been responding. Well, I suppose that's fortunate or unfortunate, depending on whether you're trying to level up. But once the assault's over, it's cleared, so we can run back without getting hurt. It sounds as if the other areas don't level up their enemies as well, so you could run through the road tubes or places like the Mystery Levant or the Mistech tunnels, all of which to level up your party if you need to. Which reminds me, we will need to be going back into the Mistech tunnels because the dungeon's been updated with a couple of things that we'll pick up back on Anachronox. So. Also try to show you where the very little baby hyrax run back and forth. They move pretty fast, but they always follow the exact same line. So the best strategy I found was basically to plant your character on that line and wait for it to come along, and then kind of spam click, where he's coming. So one was running along here. See the time miner there? Running kind of along this way, along the edge, and then goes, between this and that way. Another one was running back and forth here. It wasn't back and forth, it was constantly running in one direction between these two braziers. Let's see. Others we had was coming out from down there, kind of going down this grass path, and then out that way. We had another one coming from here that went straight down and into here. There was a third one in this area that I believe started here and went over this way. So that's 5 of them. The others. There's one that was going along here, along this long strip here. Another one that kind of came out of this little gap where you can't walk, and along there. There was another one that came out of here, kind of went up to the door, and then up the side of the path here and off the edge. That's 8. One went across here, between these 2 doors, which is 9, and the 10th one starts at this door, comes down, goes around the edge, goes into that door. So that's 10. And that's all the ones that are in there. And once you pick one up at a certain location, it doesn't respond there. And they do run by, I don't know, every minute or so you do have to kind of be patient. Step closer. You have courage and determination, but you must temper your will with resolve. Discipline your cast of mind with self-control. Show purpose, be resolute, and steel yourself against distractions. Let there be a deep reflection. Let our meditation on strength of will come to an end now. I have only the highest hopes that you benefited from this reflection. Master Throw Looney. Right, now I need to find the guy to turn in. Which I believe is this guy over here. Nope. Nope. Grr, come on, where is he? Excellent. You'll make a superb Hyrax catcher if you ever grow tired of saving the universe. Order preserve you. Regeneracy round. Alright, we are basically done with Limbus. Now we gotta run all the way back to our shuttle. Nice thing about video games is, well, you don't run out of breath with all this running around. Now it's off to Anachronox. Why can't we take that shuttle? That one looks more fun and shooty. We go to Anachronox.
Attention, South Anachronox is currently under martial law. Please stay indoors until further notification.
Alrighty.
Attention,
Since we have Stiletto with her master from Looney, we want to keep an eye
Please stay indoors until further
on where
notification.
Looney's at. For example, down there.
Warning, an after-hours curfew is currently in effect. Violators will be
Master for Looney. Also, concentrate or target this around the rings on the target lines. Click on the bullseye, hit the spacebar to lock a ring in place. Ah. Yes. That last one's hard.
Violators will be punished to the fullest extent of the law.
Ah. Completely off. Apparently good enough, though. must be some sort of average you get or something. But hey, I'll take 2 heal grease complete for that.
Warning, Anachronox LP is currently punished to the fullest extent of the law.
Pet the time miner while we're here. And we were here earlier trying to throw out the button that we opened over up here, but we needed Master Looney, so now we have Master Looney. Plus. Now off to Frank's Flophouse, where there's a couple things we can pick up now that we have, you know, the Master Lockpick and well, we can get Boots' weapon there, and we will progress the little detective storyline as well.
Warning, Anachronox LP is...
If you've been paying attention, you'll know that the voiceover in the area is slightly different now that we've kind of progressed the storyline. The voiceover being the announcements and such.
South Anachronox.
Let's save here. Yeah. All the fruit that's spilled on the ground. Now this area is basically empty.
South Anachronox is currently under martial law.
Everybody's charged. Paco's low on health, but we can take care of later. Delegation of Ambrali from Cortica presented me with this slag of Mistec as a gift. Please take it from me before it blows my face off. Winky Tornado. Which is the better version of that. Fair, good, fair, or good, or fair. So yeah. Alright. Then we get to lockpick this door. Time, of course. found my war medallion? I threw it away months ago. Where? Mine is a sad story. It's a career military. I just made colonel when they sent us to Verdun 7. The planet's atmosphere prevented us from using advanced machinery. We were reduced to trench warfare. It was a bloodbath. I was losing my best man by the minute, all for a patch of land the size of a Zongba field. We were ordered on a suicide charge. We were in no condition at all. I threw away my war medallion, but I could never give away my gun. Please, take my weapon. I should have thrown it away instead of the medal. Maybe now I will know peace. Go now. Sergeant Decimator. Doink. And now Boots has his good weapon. Now we want to go to... Maybe it's the one that you stay in. Easy enough to check once we've had the time minder. I might remember how to count so I know which slot to put things in. Oh, poor guy. Dead on the ground. Rook must have snapped this picture before the Tetra Snatcher got the jump on him. That guy should look familiar to you all. We are going to go actually downstairs because there's something we can grab down here as well. Parallel coast. Alrighty, I'm gonna go back up to the top of Frank's Flophouse. Work our way to the Aztec tunnels.
Attention, South Anachronox is currently
Whoops.
under martial law.
Not up the elevator.
Please stay in doors until further notification.
Down the elevator.
Morning, and after hours curfew is currently in effect.
A little time minder. Can't remember. I think there's one just inside the Aztec tunnels. We can find out soon.
Attention, South Anachronox is currently under martial law. Please stay indoors until further notification.
Alrighty. So, because this will take us some time, and because we're creeping up on our hour, we haven't quite hit it yet. But I will basically stop the stream there. And next time we will go into the Mistec tunnels and try to finish resolving all the little side quests before going off to the final dungeon. Dun dun dun. We're almost done. So I hope you've enjoyed watching. Thank you for doing so.